and welcome to the Angel Advisory for April 19th to the 25th. This morning I was sitting and just enjoying the energy, and yesterday the new moon brought in a much gentler energy for all of us. And in my new moon posting for April, I had put, boldly go where you have never gone before. And that really speaks to me of what this energy is talking about. So this morning I was sitting there and I'm like, okay, what is our message for the week going to be? And I used Sonia Choquette's deck, Ask Your Angels. And the card that came out was Denial. And I thought, oh, interesting card. And the message is that we are being protected and supported in all ways to face things that we deny in our lives and to make the appropriate changes. So a lot of things happen when we are denying things. So we either deny something because we are trying to look at everything in the positive. So if our life has got a crappy phase in it that we're going through, we will deny that we are going through this problem to try and, everything's okay, everything's bright and sunny, just to get through this phase and to try and stay positive about it. There are other ways of denying things. You could be a complainer in everything. You complain about everything in your life when in actual fact, your life is really good. So why do we deny things that are going on to ourselves within our life? And more importantly, we deny it to the whole world as well. And what came up for me was that in order for us to actually embrace our life in its fullest and to not be in denial would mean that we would have to be vulnerable, not only to ourselves and be open to, yeah, life is crappy right now and I'm doing the best I can and it just doesn't feel like I am really making any progress and I'm sinking. And so I don't want the world to know this. And so then there's the guilt and the shame. And it works the other way when your life is really going well for you and you deny that, especially to peers and everything, perhaps because their life isn't going as well. So this week, take a moment, be vulnerable, open up to where in your life you deny what is really going on, or you don't look fully at what is really going on. Because I think if we can be vulnerable and get past the guilt and the shame, and realistically, if we were to share the things that are going on in our life, yes, some people would sort of, walk away and out of your life, but there are so many more that would support it. And there are so many that probably are going through the same thing as you are. So then I went to the Angel Therapy deck by Doreen Virtue, and I wanted to pull some cards that would support and how we could work with our denials this week. And it was really interesting because I got 3 chakra cards. So the first chakra is the crown chakra that came out. Then the solar plex chakra came out. And lastly, the base chakra. So this is really kind of an interesting thing for me. I was having a giggle. It's like, okay, so if we cleanse and balance our chakras, that will help us to stay balanced while we are investigating the areas of our life that we are in denial with. And I thought, okay, but it's a little bit more than that. And so our crown chakra is where our ideas float in that are divinely guided. Our sacral chakra that's your gut instinct, following your gut instinct. And then your root chakra, or your base chakra as this is called in this deck, is about our safety and security. And so if we listen to the ideas that are divinely guided and know that we are fully supported, and if something is coming to us, like say you're in a bad relationship and you really know you should leave and you keep getting little signs and clues, but yet you stay within that relationship and you keep telling yourself everything's okay, but yet you keep getting these signs, take it to your solar plex chakra. Do you get a gut feeling that this is a truth? And sort of look at, where is the fear within that truth? What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? And know that at the end of the day, you are in charge of your safety and security, which is where we pull it into next, is from our gut into our life, where we are actually living it in our everyday life. So take some time this week and look at You know, what are areas that you're struggling with and you are totally ignoring or denying in your life, and try and work through some of them. The energy is amazing. It's way gentler. It's not going to be a struggle. It doesn't have to be. Being vulnerable really kind of opens you up to all sorts of feelings and that, but it's like you can do this. And, you know, I left up the joy angel because I really felt that we needed that for this week, because there is a whole overlaying energy of joy and peace and calm that is here. And it really is a supportive energy for us. So I'm just pulling now from the Healing with the Angels deck, and 2 cards have flown out, and it's harmony and spiritual growth. Okay, so in these here, this is telling me that if we look at what we are denying and we start working with it and bringing it into our lives, and that we are going to have a spiritual growth. That is what this is, why we're being asked to look at what we deny in our life and where we have denial. And that it is a spiritual growth process. It is a personal growth process that will help us to achieve harmony in our life so that life is a lot better. So don't be afraid to do this. Like, jump right in. Just boldly go where you have never gone before. It really speaks of it. And harmony will be the reward that you have. Because once you look at something and you accept it and acknowledge it into your life, it no longer has the hold over you that it did. There can no longer be fear. There can no longer be guilt. There can no longer be shame. It's like, okay, I accept this. I acknowledge. 9 times out of 10, we are the cause for whatever is going on in our life. We've led ourselves to it. So why would we run and hide from it? The hiding time is over. So emerging into your true authentic self, and that's what this is going to be doing. It's going to be emerging you from the dark side of yourself into your full light and power. And also be on the lookout this week for a little romance. What better way to have this week? So start by looking at things within yourself. And the more you can open up and do this, the more that will come into your life in abundant, positive ways. So let's look at the energy of this week, and let's go boldly where we have never gone before. And let's have some fun. Let's have some romance in our life. If we have a current partner, create some special romantic times to share with them this week. If you don't, perhaps that's coming this week. Romance yourself. What the heck? Anyways, angel blessings for a marvelous week. If you would like to have some help with looking at denial and, you know, just some support, hey, I'm here for you. If you go to www.merlina.com, and that you can just request a thing to speak with me. You can connect with me on Facebook. It's all there. So have a wonderful week, everyone. I'll talk to you next week.